Namaste, namaste, and welcome to Saturday morning Vinyasa yoga. In the month of June, our theme is sun salutations. So we started these last week and we're going to continue on with this practice today. And last week we did sun salutations with a few added extras. This week we're going to focus on the Cobra variations that we can use with our sun salutation and ways to take the weight off the wrists if you need to. So without further ado, let us sit together for some seated limbering before we start. So come into any comfortable position. I like Sukhasana. You can use a little lift underneath your buttocks if you'd like to. Rest your hands wherever they're comfortable. Allow your body to feel the foundation of the parts of the body on the floor and lift tall away from that base. Closing your eyes or gazing gently downward. Begin by mentally stepping away from the rest of the things going on in your life, the hubbub of the house around you, the things to do, the expectations, the plans for the rest of the weekend. And devote the next 90 minutes just to your own practice, to yourself. And then notice how you're feeling in your body. Are there any areas of the body that need a little TLC or a little attention during class? Taking care to listen when they're talking to you. And then notice your breath, just the gentle coming and going of your natural breath. When you're ready, you can deepen your breath by engaging across your navel to draw your belly button towards your spine, exhaling more fully, and then inhaling deeply into the sides of the body, the chest, the back. Exhaling, using that gentle abdominal engagement to exhale completely. Keep breathing this way, breathing into the rib cage, the collarbones, the shoulder blades. Mary's just arriving. Breathing out long and slow and complete. Breathing into every space you can find in the torso, feeling that expansion. Breathing out deeply, gently, and completely, using that engagement over your navel. Keep breathing in this rhythm, and just make sure that you have the jaw softened, the forehead and the shoulders nice and relaxed. And so in this way, we stimulate our solar plexus, Manipura chakra, which is just below the rib cage. And it's the seat of sunshine in the body. It's our internal energy store. And when we charge it up, it can provide us a feeling of vitality and warmth. And sun salutations are a very good way to access that charging effect on Manipura chakra. At the end of your next exhalation, draw your chin towards your chest. Feeling that length down the back of the neck, and then rolling the right ear to the right shoulder, chin back to the chest, left ear to left shoulder, and chin to chest. So just rolling side to side, taking care to feel your way to move as slowly as you need to feel stable and safe. And also to notice, to explore the connections down the side of the neck, into the shoulders, into the jaw, into the chest and the back. If you'd like to, you can continue the movement into circles with the head. If you prefer, you can stick with the semicircles. Just making sure to change direction when you next are able to go in both directions. The next time your chin comes to your chest, bringing your head upright again, blinking your eyes open if they've been closed. Mary, I'm so sorry you've had to bring your practice inside. I take it was internet. If you could make sure you're muted before we go any further, that would be great. Super, thank you. Okay, so let's just roll the shoulders. A little roll in the shoulders. And the opposite way as well. And then we're going to take the hands onto the knees and just do a little snaking with the upper body from side to side. Now, if you find it challenging to sit with the legs crossed, you can just lengthen the legs but bend the knees. Same sort of effect. Or if you prefer to just have your legs longer, you can take the legs out to the sides, no problem at all. So a little snaking effect, maybe a touch of forward folding here. And if you want to, you can move your body in circles around. And here, allowing as much movement through your shoulders as feels comfortable. Maybe a little twisting, whichever direction you're going in the opposite direction as well. You can stick with snaking if you prefer, no worries. Just feel the wriggling of the sides of the body. Nice. And the head is involved as well, of course. Whenever you're ready, coming back to center, we're going to soften the left elbow and just make some nice big circles with the left arm. So you can limber in any way that you want. So if you don't find this so useful, then find a way that moves your side body, your arm, your shoulder, your chest, and your back in a way that is useful for you. Whenever you're ready, you can allow the rest of your body to respond to the movement, the head, the chest, the back. And we'll just reverse that movement as well. Moving as much of the body as feels comfortable, rocking around on your sitting bones if you'd like to. The next time your left arm comes up, just taking your right arm out to the side, leaning ever so slightly to the right and rolling your chest open towards the ceiling, rolling the left shoulder backwards, rolling the left shoulder forwards, twisting through the side of the body. Let's go backwards and forwards a few times, just accessing that space underneath the shoulder blade at the back of the body and just in front of the shoulder at the front of the body. Next time you're reaching your arm up, you can leave it up and make nice big circles with your wrist, nice long fingers. A little bit of support in the right arm, but not too high with the right shoulder. Rolling the opposite way. Thumb into your palm and making circles with your wrist. Thumb in the palm in both directions. And then from here, we're just gently going to reach the left arm up and over, press off the right hand, come back to sitting and relax the arms. Notice the difference between the two sides. Hopefully the left side feels really stimulated now. And then we can soften the right elbow and begin with some shoulder circles on the right side. Whenever you feel ready to access a little bit more movement, allow the rest of your body to respond to the movements that you're making. Notice I feel really tight on the inside of my right armpit, the front side of it today. So just notice where you have perhaps a little resistance or a little tightness. Try not to press through it, but work with it, and then reverse your motion whenever you're ready. Remember to avoid keeping your head rigid or looking in one place, just allowing your neck to respond with the rest of your spine. The next time your right arm is up, just leaning a little to the left, reaching the right arm straight up and then rolling your right chest open to the ceiling and rolling the back of the body around. So rolling backwards and forwards with the shoulder. Allowing your neck to move as well. And then with your right arm up in the air, making big circles with the right wrist, supporting with the left hand. That would be quite hard. Going the opposite way as well. And then wrapping your thumb into your palm, fingers around, and rolling through the wrist again. Going in both directions. Finishing by reaching up and just getting a little buoyancy on the left hand to bring yourself back to center. And we're going to release our legs. So we've been sitting cross-legged for a little while. So releasing the legs with the knees a little bit further apart, feet flexed and just rolling through the ankles. And at the same time, the knees will roll together and apart, which is quite nice. Quite a nice way to release the hips, and the opposite way as well. Very good. And then whenever you're ready, you can sit with your legs a comfortable distance. So it doesn't need to be super wide. The knees can be soft. They can be supported on cushions or blocks, whatever you choose. Reach your arms wide, turn your palms upwards, and then cross the left arm over the right arm to hold onto your shoulders. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Let the weight of the arms come onto the chest. And if it's useful, you can lift your elbows to maybe access a little stretch between the shoulder blades, or lower the elbows to do the same. So as you lift your elbows, you would firm your belly, look up a bit, and lower the elbows, maybe round through the spine just a touch. For anyone who wants to add Garudasana arms, you can draw the backs of the hands or the palms of the hands towards each other. And again, lifting and lowering the elbows just a touch. We don't want to do too much in the way of stretching muscles that are going to be supportive in our practice. So releasing the hands to the tops of the shoulders, releasing the arms apart. We're going to take the hands behind us, turn the fingertips forward, bring the legs together, and then lift our hips up, pressing into the feet and the hands, and just wiggle the hips from side to side. Draw the shoulder blades together, maybe press into the feet a little bit more, and release the hips down. You can sit again with your legs apart if you'd like to, you don't have to. Turn the palms upwards, reach the hands behind you, and then right arm over left arm to hold onto the shoulders. Here, you can just take a moment in this base position, but if you want to, you can bring your arms into Garudasana hands, backs of the hands or palms of the hands towards each other for a little lift and lower, or you can just do it with your arms crossed across your chest. No problem at all. And when you're ready, taking the hands to the tops of the shoulders, taking the arms apart, we're going to gather the knees in, leave the soles of the feet together, and let the knees come out to the side, a little Baddha Konasana. And here, supporting your hands probably on your ankles or low legs, elbows can come into the inner thighs, and just rocking a little from side to side. You can really limber in any way for a sun salutation, or you can do it nothing at all and use your sun salutation as a limber. But it's quite nice to do something at the end of a working week before you launch yourself into a vigorous yoga practice. When you're ready, coming back to the center, we're gently going to bring the knees towards each other and come up to standing, whatever way works for you. When we come up to standing, just giving the legs a little bit of a shake out. If you want to, you can turn the tops of the toes towards the floor to stretch the front of the ankle, and then stand on one leg as you rotate your foot at the ankle a few times. And do the same on the other side, stretching out the front of the ankle, maybe across the top of the toes, and then, woohoo, she says, using a point of focus perhaps so you don't fall off your foot. Rotating your foot at the ankle a few times. So let's get started. We're going to do a steady, slowish first exploration of our sun salutation, and then we're going to just do quick ones for about the next 4. So we'll have 5 sun salutations under our belt before we add some variations. So let's get started. We're going to stand at the front of the mat with the feet wherever you like to work with your feet. So it might be that they're closer than hip distance, they might be as wide as your body. Anywhere in between is fine. Spread your toes, feel the connection of the foot on the mat, and lift the body away from that connection, just as we do when we're sitting down. Turn the palms of the hands to face forward so you engage that space between the shoulder blades. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Gently engage across the belly and the buttocks. Breathe in here. Breathing out, bringing the hands to the center of the chest. Breathe in, reaching straight up, and we just reach up to begin with. There's no need to go backwards. And as you breathe out, soften your knees, folding forward into a forward bend. And it's the first full forward bend of the day. So we're just spending some time here to ease out any tension in the back of the body. So you might want to softly bend and lengthen your legs, or you might like to sway your upper body from side to side. You can have the backs of the hands turned towards the floor or hold elbow to elbow, whatever feels good for you. What I like to do here is, once I've undulated a little bit, come to center and see if I can just lift my tailbone up a little bit higher. Draw my shoulder blades towards each other so the back of the neck is long. And I like to just gently turn my head from side to side and nod the head backwards and forwards so that I can feel space in the back of the neck, the back of the shoulders. So if you've got a favorite practice, you can do that too. Hands onto the floor, bending the knees as much as you need to be able to do that, and step your right foot back. Inhale as your knee comes down. And in our first round, we're just going to gently bring the hips backwards and forwards. So we're feeling the support of the legs by pressing into the feet and supporting our movement backwards and forwards. If you want to do a little more light flirtation with the left hamstring as your hips come backwards, you can wiggle the hips from side to side, just holding that longer length on the back of the left leg. But you don't need to do that. You can simply move backwards and forwards. It's only our first round. The next time you come forward, plant your hands and lengthen your back leg and really feel that leg is strong, active in the buttock, active in the quadricep, and then taking the weight onto that leg and the hands step into a plank pose. Plank is a really active pose. We're pressing the mat away from us, looking slightly ahead of the mat to keep the head up so we're not looking down, and keeping the hips higher rather than lower. Firm in the belly. We're going to exhale the knees, chest and chin to the floor. As you come down, point your toes and simply roll the shoulder blades towards each other to feel the lift in the front of the body. We don't want to be really pressing into the arms here in Cobra. We just want to be able to hold with our muscular effort in the first few rounds at least. And then from here, tucking the toes under, pressing through the arms, coming through hands and knees, if it's comfortable to do that, into downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. Feel free to undulate and move in any way. Explore what your body can tell you when you're in this position. So where is your stability? Where is your foundation? Where is the strength that you're drawing on to be able to hold this posture? What feels a little bit tight? What needs a wriggle? Where can you create some space or find some space? Where is too closed to move? And that's okay, we've all got those spots. If you want to, you can gently turn the head from side to side or nod through the back of the neck. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then we're just going to drop the bottom towards the heels by bending the knees, press off the toes to bring the shoulders forward, and then drop the hips back to the heels. And this time, step the right foot forward as we bounce the hips, the shoulders forward rather. The left knee's down at the back now, and we can swing backwards and forwards between the legs, feeling the support of the feet. So we press off the right foot to move the hips backwards, press off the left foot to move the hips forwards. And if you want to add a little light flotation with the right hamstring the next time your hips are back, just wiggling the hips from side to side. And here we don't need to have our wrists in play. If we're up on the fingertips, takes the weight off the wrists as well. Bringing the hips forward to open your chest. We're going to lift the back leg. We don't need to straighten the back leg because we're not going to plank. We're lifting the back leg. We've got a bit of buoyancy here, and we can play with the weight between the feet so that it's really light to step the left foot forward to the right. At the front of the mat, we're doing our second forward bend of the day, so maybe a little bit more gentle swaying here. Whatever feels good to you, it might be that coming up a little bit higher and keeping the knees a bit more bent and wriggling through your shoulders is a little bit better for you. Do what feels good. When you're ready, we're going to bend the knees quite deeply and look forwards. So we're lengthening the back before we do anything else. Scoop the belly in, reach the arms wide to further encourage that strength behind the body. Press into the feet to come all the way up to standing, reaching the arms over the head, and then finish by exhaling the hands to the center of the chest. Release the arms as you stand in Namaste, stand in Tadasana, turn the palms forward. And then exhale as you bring the hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up, just up. And as you exhale, folding forward, softening the knees as you need to. Here, we just hold for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Then stepping your left foot back, you're inhaling back, but we don't need to do it till we take the left knee to the floor. Again, if you want to do a little bit more swinging of the hips backwards and forwards, this time I recommend just spending a moment in the straighter leg position with the toes up and then pressing forward and then trying it with the right toes down. We'll do it one more time. Toes back towards the body. Your leg doesn't need to be straight, but if it gets in that direction, then or you're lengthening a little bit, then you'll get a bit more of a stretch. Next time your hips come forward, hands planted, lengthen through the left leg, make it firm and strong, step into plank pose. And you can hold plank indefinitely if you're holding with a balance between your feet and your hands and your belly muscles and core are working. From here, knees, chest and chin to the floor. Point your toes so the hips become flat. The shoulder blades are almost in the right position. We just need to roll them a little bit more together. Firm the buttocks and press the feet down into the floor to create that stability for this posture. From here, tucking the toes under, coming through hands and knees into downward dog. You don't need to use the hands and knees transition in the quicker rounds if you don't want to. Undulate through your dog. Do a little wiggling. You can bend both knees and wiggle the hips from side to side. When we come to later rounds, we will do some different down dog variations. Here, remembering in dog that you're pressing your chest towards your thighs, so you take the weight into the feet, not just into the upper body and the arms and the hands. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Bending the knees, hips towards the heels, bounce forward with the shoulders once, and then stepping the left foot forward as you bounce the second time. Take the right knee down, and we're just again doing those longer flirtations with the hamstring, flexing through the foot on one direction, on one variation, and pointing the foot towards the floor on the second. Just doing at least 2 of those in each foot variation. Just a slightly extended flirtation. Opening the chest as you look forward, just lifting the right knee off the floor so you can be buoyant between the feet. You can rock the weight between the feet. And when you're ready, step the right foot forward to the left. Standing forward bend. And here, let's just take the hands, roll the wrists, reach the arms behind the body and interlace the fingers. You can roll your shoulder blades towards each other. You can draw the elbows towards each other, or if you prefer, you can lengthen through the arms for a little Dvikonasana. Soften the knees as you need. Back of the neck nice and relaxed. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then softly release the hands. We're going to look forward, bend the knees deeply, raise the arms out to the side, press through the heels of the feet, particularly to lift the arms over the head, and exhale the hands to the center of the chest. Relax your arms to your side, adjust clothing as needed. Take a moment, wriggle the shoulders if they need wriggling, and hopefully you're feeling now really limbered for swifter practice. So there's one thing I'd like to talk about before we go further into the practice, and that is the first posture where we come to bring the arms over the head. So there are lots of different variations of sun salutation, and when you're practicing on your own at home, you may find your own way that really suits you. I will show you the 2 things that I like to do. So I was always taught that the arms come either side of the head, so that for those who are open enough in the shoulders, the upper arms are either side of the ears. And as you inhale, you open your chest by anchoring in your buttocks, drawing your shoulder blades together, and you look up towards the ceiling only because your head stays in line with your spine. And if your spine opens, that's where you get to look. So you can try this one here at home right now. So starting with the hands in Namaste. Those of you who've been in person classes with me will have done this many times before in class. We want to create the foundation in our abdomens by drawing the abdominal muscles inwards and upwards and lifting the pelvic floor as well. Feel maybe a little engagement through your buttocks, arms to the center of the chest. Then we're reaching the arms up. Now, if your shoulders are less open, as you turn to look at the sides, your arms will be in front of where your ears would be. And that's okay. Just leave them wherever they naturally get to. If they're by your ears, then that's okay too. Try drawing your shoulder blades down and widening your arms to see if they come a little bit further back, if that's what you need. From here, those anchors in place in the front and the back of the body, gently drawing the shoulder blades together, lifting your chest, and seeing if you look up or if you simply look forward. That's okay. Come back to the center one more time. Breathing in as you open, firm in the buttocks. Breathing out as you come back to the center. Turn the palms and float your arms down to your side. And just roll your shoulders. Good job. Okay, so sometimes our shoulders are feeling more closed when we've got the arms very narrow, and that's just because we get some compression in the shoulder joint. The bone can't move against bone, but if you widen your arms, you might have the opportunity to get into that position just because of the different rotation of the shoulder head. So explore that one. The other alternative, so once you've done a few rounds, this opening of the chest is quite a nice thing to do, particularly if you're doing a lot of planks, because it helps to open the effort that's been in the pectoral muscles and the muscles of the front of the body. So if you want to, you only have to reach up as you do this move, but if you want to explore openness, but the shoulders don't let you do that, you can begin by looking up and taking your arms out and round and then fold forward. It's a little tougher on the neck. So this is only a variation only to be used by those who don't have sensitivity in the back of their neck or in their shoulders. So if you get tight there, if you do a lot of this, it won't help that. But if you'd like to try from your Namaste position, dropping the arms to the sides, looking up, firming the belly and the buttocks, reaching the arms around the body to come over the head, and then you can bring them back down to the side. We're not going to fold forward, we're just going to practice that one more time. From Namaste, arms come down as you look up, firm that space between the shoulder blades, the belly, the buttocks, reach the arms around and up, and then bring them back down to the side. And you can feel the effort is there in the back of the body, this upper back area. That's where we're trying to access with that particular move. So those are two variations that I work with. You can work with whatever you like. We're going to do 4 quick rounds where we only hold the downward facing dog for 1 breath in and 1 breath out. Okay, so adjust modifications that you need and we'll get cracking. Turn the palms to face forward, activate belly, buttocks, and lengthen through the crown of your head. Inhale. Exhale, the hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reach up, opening the chest if you want to. Exhale, folding forward from the hips, hands to feet and head to knees. Inhale, step the right foot back, knee down as you open the chest, looking forward. Hold your breath, press into the hands, come into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Point the toes. Inhale as you press the feet down, firm the buttocks, roll the shoulder blades together. Exhale through hands and knees if you need to, into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your belly. Exhale, hold it in. Soften the knees and inhale as you step your right foot forward, opening your chest. Exhale, both feet to the front, hands to feet and head to knees. Inhale to come up, firm the belly, firm the buttocks, reaching. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, release the hands, palms turned forwards. Exhale, palms together, center of the chest. Inhale, reach up and open the chest. Exhale, folding forward, soft knees if you need. Inhale, step the left foot back, knee down, open your chest, hold your breath as you come into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Point the toes, roll the shoulder blades. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your belly. Exhale, hold it in, soften the knees. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Open your chest. Exhale, both feet to the front, hands to feet, head to knees. Inhale to come up. Lift the belly. Open the chest, firm the buttocks. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, stand in Tadasana, round 3. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, step the right foot back, knee down. Hold your breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, Cobra, firm buttocks. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your belly. Exhale, hold it in. Inhale, step the right foot forward, open your chest. Exhale, both feet to the front, hands to feet, head to knees. Inhale to come up. Exhale, namaste. Inhale, release the arms, palms forward. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, left foot back. Open your chest. Hold your breath in plank. Look ahead of your mat. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Firm in the buttocks. Exhale, downward dog. Firm in the belly. Inhale. Exhale, soft knees, and then inhale the left foot forward. Exhale, both feet forward. Inhale to come up. Exhale, namaste. Inhale, release the arms, palms forward, round four. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, right foot back, knee down, open chest. Hold your breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra, firm in the buttocks. Exhale, downward dog, firm in the belly. Inhale. Exhale, soften the knees. Inhale, right foot forward, open your chest. Exhale, both feet to the front, hands to feet, head to knees. Inhale to come up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, release the arms, palms forward. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, step the left foot back, open your chest. Hold your breath in plank pose, firm in the belly. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Firm buttocks for cobra, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, firm belly. Inhale here. Exhale here, soften the knees. Inhale, step the left foot forward, open your chest. Exhale, both feet to the front, hands to feet, head to knees. Inhale to come up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Last round before we take a break. Inhale, palms forward. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reach up and open. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, right foot back, open your chest. Hold your breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra, firm in the buttocks. Exhale, down dog, firm in the belly. Inhale here. Exhale and soften your knees. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, both feet to the front. Inhale to come up. And exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, stand tall, palms facing forward. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, left foot back. Hold your breath in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra, firm buttocks. Exhale, down dog, firm belly. Inhale here. Exhale and soften the knees. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, both feet to the front. Inhale to come up. And exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Relax your arms to your sides. Adjust clothing as needed. I seem to lose my trousers from the waist all of the time. Here you can take a moment to feel your heart rate and your breath. But if you'd like to stretch anything out or wiggle anything, just feel free. So if you want to give your wrists a wriggle, you can do that. If you want to give your hips and shoulders a wriggle, you can do that. So we have done our first 5 sun salutations. Hurrah! which is great. And you can do them as quickly or as slowly in a considered way as you choose. There are lots of different variations of the sun salutation. One of my favorites is where you hold every posture for 5 breaths. And that's a really nice, slow, steady way to work, but you don't aim to do 12 of those at a time. That's usually 1 or 2 or 3 rounds of those in your practice. But the quick ones are really good for building up heat in the body and building up our breath rate as well. So for our next few rounds, we're going to do variations of the Cobra pose. And we're going to come to that and just take a break at that point in the practice to add a Cobra variation. So on our first round, our Cobra variations will be with wide arms, wider than the mat. Let's get cracking. Okay, so at the front of your mat, palms turned to face forwards, shoulder blades roll towards each other, lengthening through the back of the neck. Breathing in, firm belly, firm buttocks. Breathing out, hands to the center of the chest. Breathe in, reaching up, open the front of the body. And as you breathe out, fold forward, hands to feet, head to knees. Inhale as you step your right foot back, knee to the mat. And then hold your breath as you come into plank pose. Take the knees, chin and chest, exhaling to the floor. And then just relax your feet flat. And if you want to, you can bring your forehead to the floor as you take your arms wide, wider than your mat. So here, we want to prepare the body for a little more of a sustained Cobra pose. So we're going to press the tops of the feet down, bring them towards each other. Press the pubic bone down to create length in the low back and activate the buttock muscles. And then firm the belly. Roll the shoulder blades towards each other, draw the elbows slightly in, and press into the fingertips and the heels of the hands to lift the body up. And once the body is up, you can lift your head, depending on where your body gets to. The elbows remain a little soft, even in this variation. And we're going to go up and down from the mat. So here, making sure the buttocks are firm, the belly muscles are working as well. Gently releasing down, forehead comes to the floor, everything remains active. We're going to press up and release down, press up and release down. We're going to do 2 more. One of the best things you can do if you've got a low back that is prone to a little bit of discomfort due to discs impinging on L5, S1 and L4, L5. And if you don't know what that is, you probably don't need to worry about it. Okay, so once you've finished that, you can bring your hands onto your mat again, tuck your toes under, and we're going to come through hands and knees into a gentle extended child's pose. So tucking the toes under still, reaching the fingertips forward. And here, I like to take my forehead to the floor and turn my palms upwards, and then open and close the hands, just to give the hands a little bit of relief. If you need to, you can turn the tops of your feet to the floor to be able to do that. That's no problem. Or you may prefer just to keep your head up a little bit. That's okay too. So let's come into our down dog. Now reaching the hands forward, palms facing downwards. We've got the toes tucked under. We just extend through the legs. You can step your feet a little bit closer towards you if you want to. And to release any effort from the low back, a little paddling in your downward dog. So a little paddling through the legs, lifting in the belly, undulating through the spine. And then when you're ready, coming to center, softening both knees. Inhale as you step the right foot forward to the hands, looking forward. Exhaling both feet to the front. And then inhale to come up, soften the knees if you need to. Exhaling the hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, release the arms, hands turned forwards. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up, opening the front of the body. Exhale as you fold forward and down. Inhale, step the left foot back, knee to the mat, opening the chest. and then hold your breath as you come into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. And from here, we're going to relax. Relax the body to the floor, forehead to the floor, hands wide, but this time tented fingertips. So cupcake hands. You want your fingertips on the floor and the rest of the hand raised as if you were trying to protect a cupcake underneath the palm of your hands. Now, cupcake hands take some getting used to, but if you need to, you can put your hand flat. Bring the thighs towards each other. Press the tops of the feet and the pubic bone down. Engage the buttocks. The belly muscles. Roll the shoulder blades together. Bring the elbows closer to the body. Feel that length at the back of the neck. We want to keep that. And then when you're ready, you can press into your hands gently. Use your muscles to bring yourself upright. If you become high enough up, you can raise your head as well. And here you can gently sway the chest from side to side. Or you can go up and down if you prefer. And when you're ready, coming back to the center and releasing down, taking your hands, giving them a little bit of a wiggle, and then placing them onto the mat, rolling the shoulder blades, tucking the toes, through hands and knees into extended child's pose. Turning the palms upwards if you like, or if you prefer, making a pillow out of your hands and resting your head on the back of your hands. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out, then placing the hands firmly on the floor, pressing into the fingers, into the base of the hands, uncurling the legs into downward facing dog. Taking a bit of an undulation here in your down dog, just a little bit of a wiggle, making sure that you're not keeping the arms too rigid or the shoulders too rigid, or the neck indeed. And then gently softening both knees. Inhale as you step your left foot forward to your hands, opening your chest. Exhale, both feet to the front, hands to feet and head to knees. And then inhale to come up. Reach the arms over the head. Exhale the hands to the center of the chest. Very good. Release the arms, stand in Tadasana. Super duper. So cupcake hands is preparation for the hands to get really strong so we can do forearm balances and handstands and things like that. None of which we're doing today, but they're long-term preparation for the body for that goal. And they're also quite a nice alternative for the wrists, because when you do cupcake hands, your wrist is not flexed. It is in its sort of more natural alignment. So a nice alternative if you get sensitive wrists as well. This time we're going to do a variation of Cobra with the arms down by the sides of the body. So we use, instead of the arm power, which we used on the last round, we use the power of the shoulders and the upper back. So in Tadasana, turn the palms forward, inhaling here. Exhaling, hands to the center of the chest. This is round 7. Inhale, reaching up, opening the front of the body. Exhale as you fold forward and down. Inhale, step the right foot back, knee down, open your chest. Hold your breath as you come into plank pose. Look ahead of your mat. Exhale, knees, chest and chin to the floor. And then again, we're getting comfortable here on our bellies. So forehead to the floor, reaching the arms down by your sides. And when you do, turn the palms of the hands towards the floor if you are able to. If not, turn them towards your body. And we're going to again bring the thighs towards each other. Press the pubic bone down and the tops of the feet down. Feel the buttocks engage. Roll the shoulder blades towards each other. And as you inhale, lift your head and chest. Keep your hands down on the floor and just roll your shoulder blades a little closer together. You can press into your hands a little bit and simply breathing here. So hopefully you're looking down at your mat, because there's hardly anyone I know with enough strength in their back to lift so that they would look forward. So looking down, keeping the back of the neck long, spacious, firm in the buttocks, little lift in the belly muscles as well, and then releasing all the way down. To counter this, we're actually going to do a different back bend. So bring your hands forward Take your elbows in front of your shoulders, forearms and palms to the floor, and just prop yourself into a little Sphinx pose. So here in Sphinx, we're using the arms. We're not really actively super pressing into them. We're just using them for a bit of support. We're still going to roll the shoulder blades towards each other. And here we want to have that sensation of almost dragging the heels of the hands and the elbows back as we open the heart to the front. Now, if you need to, you can firm your buttocks, press your pubic bone down to create just that little bit of space in the low back. A little lift in your belly muscles can help to support this movement. And if you want to do a little bit more, you can press the elbows down into the floor. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And very gently releasing out of Sphinx pose, forehead to the floor, hands underneath the body. And we're going to press back into an extended child's pose. And this time we're going to take the knees wide, the feet together, and rest the hips all the way down to the heels with the toes turned flat. If you want to, you can turn your palms upwards, but you don't have to. If you want to, you can leave your elbows on the floor and bring the palms of the hands to that space at the base of the neck on the upper back. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then when you're ready, you can lengthen the arms if they were bent. Find a width that's good for your downward dog. Place your hands, come up onto your knees, untuck your toes. So your toes will be wide apart on your mat. Your feet will be wide apart on your mat. That's what we're looking for. Come up into downward dog. Your hands and your feet really wide, and just see what it's like to do a wide leg downward dog. You can again undulate from side to side. You can soften the elbows a little bit so you get a real rotation through the shoulders as well. Whenever you're ready, you can step your feet towards the center, bend the knees a little bit, and inhale, stepping the right foot forward to the hands, opening your chest as you look forward. Exhaling both feet to the front, hands to feet, and head to knees. To come up, inhale, lift the belly, lift the arms, lift the chest. And exhale, the hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, release the arms, palms turned forward. Exhale, hands together at the center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up and opening the front of the body. Exhale as you fold forward and down. Inhale, step the left foot back, knee to the mat, looking forward. Hold your breath as you come into plank pose. Exhaling, knees, chest and chin to the floor. And then we're just resting here while we prepare for our next variation of Cobra. So in this variation, the forehead's on the floor again, reaching the hands behind you and interlacing the fingers. Now, if you know that this one doesn't suit you, then you might choose to just rest your hands on your low back instead. So pressing the feet down, thighs are towards each other, pubic bone pressing down, firming buttocks and belly, roll the shoulder blades towards each other and lengthen your arms, but not absolutely straight. And when you're ready, inhale, lift the hands away from the buttocks to lift the chest. Take a few breaths here. As you breathe, you will bob up and down. That's perfectly acceptable. I'll just call you Bob from now on. One more deep breath in, maybe just lengthening the arms ever so slightly. Deep breath out, relax the head down, relax the hands. Just let them fall to the floor. Turn your ear to the floor, it doesn't matter which one. And take a moment here, lying absolutely flat. Breathing out through your mouth if you need to. Letting your shoulders relax. Wiggle your fingers if you need to. Wiggle your hips from side to side if it's helpful. If you prefer to make a pillow out of your hands, you can absolutely do that as well. Taking one more deep breath in and out, we're going to take the hands either side of the chest and then come back into an extended child's pose. Again, with the toes towards each other and the heels apart, but this time we're going to do a little thread needle pose. So keep the right fingertips on the floor, slide the left hand underneath the right arm, take the left ear to the mat and the shoulder, and relax the right arm as well. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then tent the right fingertips again. Press into the fingertips to bring you back to center. Tent the left fingertips. Slide the right hand underneath the left arm, right side of the head, right shoulder to the floor. Relax the left arm for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Tent the left fingertips to lift the arm. Come back to the center. Spread your fingers wide. Untuck your toes and your hips from your heels up into downward facing dog. And of course, your feet are quite wide again. So here, we're going to come up onto the tiptoes, pressing the chest back towards the thighs, drop the heels to the right, and then bend and stretch the legs just a few times, feeling that length down the left side of the body. When you're ready, coming back to the center on your tiptoes, dropping the heels to the left, a little bend and stretch in the legs to feel that stretch down the right side of the body. Come back to the center, maybe walking your feet a little closer towards each other, pressing the chest to the thighs, softening the knees, and as you inhale, step your left foot forward, open your chest, knee to the floor. Exhale, both feet to the front, hands to feet and head to knees. And then when you're ready to come up, lift the belly, lift the chest, lift the arms over your head. And exhale the hands to the center of the chest. Release the arms. Adjust clothing as needed. I can see people doing it on screen. It's not just me. Hurrah! Okay, so we've done 7 rounds. We're going to do round 8 now, and our Cobra variation is going to be flying angels. So for this, imagine I'm lying on my tummy. I'll have my palms face towards the floor, just as we did for the last round. And then as I inhale, I'm going to lift my arms and chest. And as I exhale, sweep the arms, which will be off the floor, over the head to look down, and inhale the arms back the opposite way to look up. We've done this in class in other variations, but I thought I'd give you a heads up because you need just a little bit of space around you. And I'm going to move this a little bit to here to create that space at this end. We'll do these flying angels on this round, probably on both sides, because they're so good for us. Let's do it. Okay, at the top of your mat, standing in Tadasana, turning the palms forward, rolling the shoulder blades, firming buttocks and bellies, inhaling, exhaling the hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reach up, look up, open the chest. Exhale as you fold forward from the hips, hands to feet and head to knees. Inhale, step the right foot back, knee down as you open your chest. Hold your breath as you come into plank pose. Look ahead of your mat. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. And here we're going to relax onto our bellies, forehead to the floor, and reach the arms down to the sides. I said the palms were turned forward, but actually I'm going to change my mind and turn the palms upwards. Thighs towards each other, pressing your feet down, your pubic bone down, firm belly and buttocks. As you inhale, lift your arms and your head and chest up, palms faced up towards the ceiling. That was my bad. As you exhale, you're going to reach the arms over the head, turning the palms to face down, and keep your head looking down but hovering off the floor. Inhale as you draw the arms down to your sides, palms turn up and look forward and up. Exhale, looking down, reaching the arms over the head. Inhale, arms to the sides, palms up, look up. Exhale, arms over the head, palms down, look down. Inhale and exhale, like swimming. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. And from here, just gently relax the head, to the floor, arms to the side. We're going to make a pillow out of the hands. Head on the back of the hands, toes towards each other, heels apart, and just gently rock your hips from side to side. And that's to make sure we're releasing those places in the body that have been very stable while we've done our practice. Hands underneath the chest when you're ready, bringing the toes to be tucked under, coming back through an extended child's pose just briefly. So most of that action is with the upper body rather than the lower body. So we can press up into downward facing dog as soon as you like. A little undulation through your down dog. Keep your elbows a bit soft as you press through one foot, one hand, and it's hopefully opposite sides. And turn your head from side to side a little as well. And then in the center, bend both knees, press off the feet to inhale the right foot forward, opening your chest. Exhale, both feet to the front, hands to feet and head to knees. Inhale to come up. And exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Same thing on the left, but we'll lift the legs as well. Inhale, turn the palms forward. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, look up, reach up. And exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, step the left foot back, knee down, opening your chest. Hold your breath as you come into plank pose. Look ahead of your mat, firm belly, firm buttocks, knees, chest and chin as you exhale to the floor. Relax here. So we're settling ourselves on the mat. We're going to bring the thighs towards each other, press the pubic bone down. But when we lift, we're going to lift the legs as well. So we don't need to firm the feet into the floor in quite the same way. Arms down by the sides, palms turned up, roll the shoulder blades together, thinking about the center working because the both extremes of the body are going to lift. And as you breathe in, lifting arms, legs, and head up. As you breathe out, reach the arms over the head, palms turned down. Breathing in, palms turned up, down by the side, look up, legs stay up. Breathing out, arms over the head, palms turned down. Breathing in, arms to the sides, palms up, look up. Breathing out, arms over the head, palms down, look down. Breathing in, keep the belly and the buttocks working. Breathing out, lift the legs a little higher if you can. Breathing in. And breathing out. We'll do one more. Breathing in, breathing out. And from here, relax everything down. Make a pillow out of your hands. Toes together, heels apart, forehead on the back of your hands. Take a few deep breaths here. Wiggle the hips from side to side. When you're ready, hands underneath the shoulders. Pressing back into an extended child's pose, just briefly to reach the fingers forward as much as feels comfortable, and then coming up into downward facing dog. And in your downward dog, just a gentle undulation, a turning of the head from side to side, perhaps keeping both knees bent and just wiggling the hips from side to side as well. Whatever feels good. Down dog is here to realign, to rest. So many people don't believe it is a resting pose, but in the sun salutation, it often is a resting pose. Then from here, we're going to soften both knees. Inhale as you step the left foot forward, opening your chest. Exhale, both feet to the front, hands to feet and head to knees. And then inhale to come up. And exhale the hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, release the arms. Just take a moment. Adjust as needed. Oh, I've got some of that wig tape, which sometimes I do wear for keeping the clothing in place, but it's not very comfortable. Okay, guys. So there are all sorts of variations that we can do with Cobra, but I feel that we've perhaps done as many as we need to explore today. I'm sure you'll be pleased to know. Okay, so we're going to, instead of doing Cobra variations on this round, we're going to do a plank variation. and then a down dog variation. And this will be our last round. So we're only doing 9 rounds, but the way it goes, no worries. Or we could do a quick round. Let's do a quick round and then we can fit 10 in, no worries. Quick round and then we'll do our extras on the second round. So stand at the front of your mat, palms turned forwards, Tadasana, breathing in, breathing out, hands to the center of the chest. Breathe in, reach up, opening the front of the body. Breathing out, folding forward, hands to feet, head to knees. Breathe in, step your right foot back, knee to the mat, open your chest. Hold your breath as you come into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, lifting the belly. Deep breath out, softening the knees. Inhale, step the right foot forward, open the chest. Exhale, both feet to the front. Inhale to come up. And exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, release the arms, palms facing forward. Exhale, palms together, center of the chest. Inhale, reaching up, opening the chest. Exhale, firm belly, firm buttocks as you fold. Inhale, step the left foot back, open the chest. Hold your breath, come into plank pose, firm in the belly. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Point your toes, low cobra. Use that space between the shoulder blades. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold as you breathe in. Soften your knees as you breathe out. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, both feet to the front. Inhale to come up. And exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Last round. Inhale, palms turned forward. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reach up and open. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, step the right foot back. Take your knee down and just let your breath find its natural rhythm. So here we're going to do a side plank variation. Often the side plank variations we do are very demanding. We're going to do something a little bit less so. So here, take your weight onto your right leg and just move your left knee so it's under your left hip. Place the left hand under the left shoulder. Extend your right leg behind you. Bring the inside of the right foot to the floor. Press down with your left foot and reach your right arm up. And here we can make a big circle with the right arm, maybe one time in each direction. And if you want to, you can press firmly into the left side of the body and see if you can float the right foot off the floor. And then gently releasing down, bring the right hand down. And then we'll come into our plank proper so that we can do knees, chest, forehead. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. And in down dog, we're going to bring the feet towards each other. Firm the belly, press the chest towards the thighs, lift the right leg up. And here, just lifting up and down with the right leg, feeling the back of the body engaging, particularly the right buttock, the low back muscles of the right side, and perhaps the right hamstring. And then where the next time you have your leg up, soften your left knee, just bounce on your left knee a bit, and then see if you can bring your right knee all the way forward to step your right foot forward to your hands. We're going to keep the left leg long, left hand on the floor, and again, make a big circle with the right hand. Press into the feet so that you don't just drop into the hips. We'll circle 2 times in each direction. Very good. And then turn to the front. Step your feet towards each other, exhaling. Inhale to come up. And exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Last side. Inhale, stand tall, Tadasana. Exhale, hands together, center of the chest. Inhale, reach up and open. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, step the left foot back, knee to the mat. And here we're just doing a little shift to bring ourselves into that side plank variation. So just taking the weight onto the left, so you can move the right knee underneath the right hip, the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Turn the inside of the left foot to the floor, lengthening the left foot. Press into the right side of the body to lift the left arm up. And here, just doing perhaps an arm circle in each direction. And when your arm is back over the head, perhaps you can press, it's very hard to balance, enough to lift the left leg up, and then reaching down, both hands down, come into our classic plank for knees, chest, chin. Inhale into a low cobra, and then tuck your toes, coming into downward facing dog. Bring the feet together, or at least towards each other, chest towards the thighs, firm in the buttocks, and then point the left toes, just lifting and lowering the left leg. See if you can firm your right heel towards the mat. Sometimes stepping your feet in a little bit helps. The next time your left leg is up, soften the right knee so you get bouncy on the right knee. And then see if you can step your left foot all the way to your hands. Keep your right knee long. Take your fist to the floor if you want to take your weight off your wrists. And then 2 big arm circles in each direction. Press into your feet. So don't let your hips just sag here. Keep the legs really active. Lovely big arm circles. Turning to the front when you're done. Looking forward, and then stepping both feet to the front and widening your feet. So last forward bend of our practice, wide feet, soft knees, hold elbow to elbow, or you can stand the soles of your feet on the palms of your hands if you want to. Sway a little from side to side. Sway with the upper body, the lower body, the neck. Whatever feels good to do. And when you feel like you're nice and released, you can bend your knees very deeply. Press into your feet, let your head and arms hang, head and hang down, and then roll slowly up to stand. Once standing, if you bring your hands to namaste, if you're not, reach your arms wide and up, opening your chest, and finish with the hands in namaste for everybody. Lift your chest, take your chin towards your chest. Feel that gentle stretching down the back of your neck. Smile to yourself. And in your own time, raise your head, release your hands, open your eyes. Awesome stuff, guys. Congratulations. Lovely work, and we are ready for relaxation. So you can roll out anything that needs to be rolled out, roll through your wrists, and I'd recommend today for relaxation a little, I can see everyone wiggling, a little bolster or some cushions underneath the backs of your legs for a little bit of support. So I've got a handy bolster here. I'm going to pop it down. A rolled up blanket would do, some cushions, just something to take the strain off the backs of the knees. And you might be really warm now, but you are going to cool down in relaxation. So let us take jumpers or blankets, whatever you need to feel cozy. I'm just going to use a blanket, just going to use a jumper today. Fantastic stuff. So again, if you need to stretch anything out, I particularly like to interlace my fingers behind me, draw my elbows towards each other to lift in the chest and stretch out those pectoral muscles, because they do an awful lot of the work in this practice that we've just done just now, and that helps me to feel a bit of release. You can also do any of the normal winding down practices we do, where you have your hips up on a block, or open the chest over a bolster or a rolled up blanket. Any of these things would do as well. But today, we're just going to focus on a gentle relaxation. So when you're ready, coming to lie down on your back, bringing your knees into your chest, excuse me, and just stirring the knees in any way that feels good to you. So it might be that you want to keep the knees quite far apart. You might want to do this without holding the knees to keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. You can do that if you like. So as whatever you choose, whatever feels good, maybe a bit of rocking and rolling. Whenever you're ready, you might want to do a touch of swaying of the knees from side to side. But whenever you're ready, lengthening your legs either straight along the mat. You can do legs up the wall if you want to. But having your feet apart so that your legs can relax, and that space in the low back that's been really active also gets to relax. We're going to reach the arms out to the side and then reach the left arm over the right arm to let the fingertips drape towards the mat on either side of us. Feel that space between the shoulder blades. Breathe into it. So it's been super active, and I'd be surprised if your muscles weren't telling you that they've done some work right now. So notice that. See if you can soften some of that effort. Relaxing your face. And your jaw. Then gently reaching the arms back the way they came and swaying your nose from side to side, just releasing the sides of the neck. Whenever you're ready, you can bring your nose back to the center, cross the right arm over the left. And again, allow the weight of the arms and the fingers to fall towards the floor. See if you can release that tension from your forehead, from your jaw. Feel a softening of the whole of the back of the head, the back of the neck, the upper back, maybe into the waist. Breathe deeply. And when you're ready, you can release the arms back to the sides, palms turned upwards, and just gently roll your head from side to side. When your neck feels released, your head can be centered. Make any adjustments you need to bring your posture to a comfortable spot. And then bring your body to stillness. Shavasana, a relaxation pose, is the perfect counter pose for the dynamic sun salutation. Take a deep breath in, sigh out through your mouth. Repeat 3 more times. Long deep breath in, let all of your effort go. Long deep breath in, let your muscles begin to relax. Last deep breath in and surrender your weight down into your mat. Allow your breath to find a little quietness, perhaps even a touch of stillness as well. Take your awareness into your forehead, feel it soften, the area between your eyebrows spreading, the skin around your eyes relaxing.
the mouth, tongue, and jaw releasing. Every time you release tension from your face, the body can release more of its own tension and soften deeper. Take your awareness to the back of your body. Allow the whole of the back of the body to feel heavy, warm, supported, and releasing down. Feel the front of your body, the space over it, the air on your face, the space in the palms of your hands. Observe your natural breath. Every breath in draws in prana, light, energy. Every breath out releases tension, fatigue, discomfort. With every breath in, we breathe in peace. We breathe in love and nurture. With every breath out, we breathe out conflict, disharmony, and anything which doesn't serve us. Allow your breath to remain in this rhythm for the remainder of relaxation, softening a little deeper with every exhalation. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back into your hands and feet by wiggling fingers and toes. When you're ready, you can roll your ankles and your wrists. And then when you're ready, take a deep breath in and stretch, baby. Yawning. Maybe stretching the arms and legs to the sides of the body. When you're ready, bending your knees in towards you, making any movements that feel good to you. If you want to, you can gently roll your head from one side to the other. And in your own time, find your way onto one side, just stopping there for a moment or two. Bringing yourself into any comfortable seated position whenever you're ready. And resting the hands over the heart. Seeing if you can sit tall, maybe just draw your chin towards your chest. Take a moment to feel the effect of all of your efforts this morning. The strength in your body, the energy in your center, the vitality in your system. Smile to yourself. That inner sunshine is really stoked up. When you're ready, raising your head, releasing your hands, opening your eyes. Namaste, guys. Well done for completing such a vigorous practice on a Saturday morning. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it sets you up for an awesome weekend. And I'll see you next time. Namaste.